from everybody. Crash, I don't think I've ever told, I guess maybe I did last year. I guess I was here last year for my Aunt Lola story, my Thanksgiving Aunt Lola story. Let me lay this one on you real fast. Okay. This is a great holiday memory for me. I was, I believe, either 11 or 12. This was like 1969 or 1970. We were having Thanksgiving at my grandma's house, and my Uncle Jerry was in Vietnam at the time, and his wife, Aunt Lola, my Aunt Lola, was there with the family. Now, Aunt Lola, I don't mind telling you, she was a piece of ass. She was a beautiful woman. The celebrity she most resembled, and it's back in the day, you have to kind of Google it, is a woman named Judy Carn from the TV show Laugh-In. I mean, my Aunt Lola had a very tight little short haircut. She loved wearing mini skirts, which were the fashion of the day, and big knee-high boots, okay? Also known in some circles as F-me boots. I had no idea of all that. I was just a kid. Well, I remember this Thanksgiving very specifically that Aunt Lola said, somebody said, well, you go out to the garage and get some more beer or pop or whatever it was, because my grandma had a refrigerator in the garage inside the room. So I went to the garage, I opened up the little storage room, and my Aunt Lola was following me out there, and we walked into this little closet area out in the garage, and I remember the lights. It was one of those things, you pulled the string and the light bulb was in the ceiling, right? Mm-hmm. So we get in there and I pulled the string and the light went on, and there I am with my Aunt Lola, and I was debating what kind of beer or pop they wanted. I was looking around the room, and she leaned into me and she kissed me, and I kissed her back. And yes, there were hot tongues flaming, and before you worry about the old incense thing, not incense, incest, not incense. I'm adopted, so I was not in any way related to her. Of course, I didn't know it at the time. It didn't matter. She kissed me, and I remember I did not know what to do afterwards. I did not, what do I do? Put the move on my aunt? I remember just turning the light off and running out of the room without any of the supplies that anybody asked me for. And then later in the day, telling my cousin Ronnie, he's the only person that I said, Aunt Lola made out with me. And he was like, no way. And I said, just wait. Later in the day, everyone's sitting on the couch watching football, and she plopped over and sat down next to me, and she started rubbing my leg with her hand. And in any other sense, you would just think, oh, that's nice. Like, look at the aunt is loving up on the nephew. But I look over at my cousin Ronnie, and he's giving me these big bug eyes like, oh, my God, you were serious about that. Now, that's as far as it went with my Aunt Lola and I. And the story about Aunt Lola is when my Uncle Jerry got back from Vietnam, he didn't tell anybody that he was getting back. He got out and he caught a flight and he made it home. In the area in Wisconsin that we were living in the time, kind of a remote area, kind of like Butt Scratch, Wisconsin, he came home. He got dropped off at his front yard. He walked in the front door, and Aunt Lola was in bed with the fire chief. I'm not kidding. Why would I make this up? He caught my Aunt Lola in bed with the fire chief. And when I heard that story, I thought, thank God that could have been me. What if I had been in bed with my Aunt Lola and my Uncle Jerry came back from Vietnam? Jesus Christ. All right. That's the Aunt Lola story. Thank you, Crash. I hope the boy is better. Let me know.